Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the topic of classification of DC generator. Generators are generally classified in two types, field excitation system and permanent magnet excitation system. The field excitation system are also divided in two parts, separately excited and self-excited. Self-excited are divided in three parts, series generator, shunt generator and compound generator. The compound generator are also categorized in two parts. First one is cumulative compound generator and second one is differential compound generator. The cumulative and differential are also divided into two parts. The first one is long shunt cumulative compound generator. Second one is short shunt cumulative compound generator. The first one is long shunt differential compound generator and short shunt differential compound generator. Now we discuss the all types in detail. Here is the first slide is separately excited DC generator. The field winding are connected to the external DC sources. There is no physical connection between armature and field winding. The armature driven mechanically by prime mover. The prime mover is machine such as a diesel engine, which is mechanically coupled to the armature winding to rotate it mechanically. The field current produces the magnetic flux which is cut by the rotating magnetic winding and EMF E is induced into it. Thus, the mechanical energy gets converted into the electrical energy. This energy then supplied by the load. Now, we discuss the current and voltage relation of separately excited motor. Separately excited generator. The field current, due to the separate excitation, the field current IF will remain constant. It will discuss in a formula like IF is equal to VF upon RF is equal to constant, where the VF is equal to external DC sources, where RF is equal to resistance of the winding. The flux produced in the air gap is proportional to the field current, hence with the constant field current, the air gap flux will remain constant. The next current is armature current. The load is connected directly across the armature winding, hence the armature current is equal to the load current. So we can write that IA is equal to IL is equal to I. Referring to the equivalent circuit, we assume that load is to be purely resistive equal to RL. So we can write that IA is equal to IL is equal to E minus VT upon RA. When we discuss the topic of induced EMF voltage, we in a separately excitation system, we conclude the equation of E is equal to P5NZ upon 60 into A. The internally induced EMF is proportional to the speed and flux. For separately excited generator, if the field current IF is constant, then internally induced EMF is proportional to the speed. Now for the terminal voltage of the actual voltage across the load. It is denoted by Vt. The terminal voltage V is not equal to the internally induced voltage. The expression are, we can write that Vt is equal to E minus Ia into Ra minus V brushes minus armature reaction drop, where Ia into Ra is the voltage drop across the armature winding and V brushes is equal to voltage drop across the brushes. Now we going for the self-excited DC generator. The self-excited DC generator, they are generators whose field magnets are energized by the current supplied by themselves. In this type of machine, field coil are initially connected with the armature. Due to the residual magnetism, some flux is always present in a pole. When the armature is rotated, some EMF is induced, hence some induced current is produced. This small current flow through the field coil as well as the load and thereby the strengthening the pole flux. As the pole flux strengthened, it will produce the more armature EMF, which causes the further increase of current through the field. This is increased field current further raises the armature EMF, and this cumulative phenomena continues until the excitation reaches to the rated value. According to the position of the field coil, DC generator has three main types. First one is series generator, second one is shunt generator, and third one is compound generator. In the series generator, the field winding is connected in a series with armature winding. They are shown in previous slide. The series combination then supplies the load current. Here we note that the field winding terminals are marked as S1 and S2 instead of F1 and F2, just to indicate that the field winding is series with the armature winding. We discuss the current and voltage relation. In the current relation, the armature and field winding are connected in series, the field current flowing through them. So we can write that IA is equal to IS is equal to IL, where IS is equal to current through the series field winding. Now we apply the KVL of the equivalent circuit. So we get that E is equal to IA into RA plus IS into RS plus IL into RA. But here we know that the IA is equal to IS is equal to IL. So we can write that the E is equal to IA into RA plus RS plus RA, where the IA is equal to current through the series field winding. In the voltage relation, the internally induced voltage EMF is given by capital E is equal to Vt plus Ia into Ra plus Ia into Rs plus V brushes plus armature reaction drop. In a shunt generator, here is the figure of the shunt generator. The shunt generator is self-excited generator where the field winding is fed by the armature itself, the two windings being connected in parallel. The term shunt indicates the parallel connection. The connection between armature and field winding are shown in this figure. Now we are going for the voltage and current relation. In this figure, we can conclude that the armature has to supply the field current as well as the load current. So we write that IA is equal to ISH plus IL. The load voltage is equal to the voltage across the shunt field winding. Hence, the field current is given by ISH is equal to Vt upon RSH, and the load current is also given by IL is equal to VL upon RL. In the voltage relation, we can write that Vt is equal to E minus Ia into Ra minus V brushes minus armature reaction drop. In the field resistance RSH, the field resistance is large. There is because the field winding is made of a thin wire and consists of large number of turns. The field resistance is is kept high because the changes in a load current should not disturb the value of the field current. Now for the compound generator, in the producing the section we discuss the series and shunt DC generator in which the field winding is connected in either series or parallel with armature winding. But the compound generator there is no independent field winding. One of them is connected in series with the armature whereas the other is connected in parallel with the armature. They are shown in next slide. So the two types of compound generator are given: long shunt compound DC generator and short shunt compound DC generator. Here is the two main types, long shunt and short shunt compound generator. We discuss the long shunt compound generator first. The long shunt compound generator, here is the figure are shown. Here in this figure, S1 into S2 represent the series field winding and F1 is shunt field winding. The shunt field winding is connected in parallel with the series combination of armature and series field winding. In the voltage and current relation, we know that IA is equal to IS and IA is equal to ISH plus IL. We write the voltage equation for this long shunt compound generator. E is equal to Vt plus Ia into Ra plus Ia into Rs plus V brushes, where the Rs is equal to resistance of the series field winding. But here we know that the Ia is equal to Is. So we can write that the E is equal to Vt plus Ia counts under Ra plus Rs plus V brushes. Now for the short shunt compound DC generator, the short shunt compound DC generator are figured in this slide. Now for the short shunt, F1 into F2 winding appears directly in parallel with the armature winding, and parallel combination is series with the series field S1 into S2 winding. Now we discuss the current and voltage relation for the short shunt compound DC generator. The armature current IA is equal to ISH plus IS. So we can write that ISH is equal plus IL. The series field current IS is equal to IL, and also we can write that the shunt field current ISH is equal to E minus IA into Ra plus upon RSH. In the voltage relation, the internally induced EMF E is equal to Vt plus Ia into Ra plus Is into Rs plus V brushes, where the Rs is equal to resistance of series field winding. In this figure, we substituting the Is is equal to IL and neglecting the drop across the brushes, we get E is equal to Vt plus Ia into Rs plus IL into Rs. So we write that the E minus Ia into Ra voltage across the shunt field winding. So we write that the E minus Ia into Ra is equal to RSH into ISH is equal to Vt plus IL into Rs. We know that in the compound generator, the shunt field is stronger than the series field. When the series field assists the shunt field, the generator is said to be commutative compound generator. On the other hand, if the series field opposes the shunt field, the generator is said to be differentially compound generator. So friend, here are the classification of a DC generator. Thank you.